What's up guys, we're looking at Sucker today by the Jonas Brothers. Now we have two parts to learn. The verse part, which is basically the bass line. I'm going to show you how to layer it up as well. And then the second part is just this chorus part, which is mainly power chords. We don't have to do full bar chords necessarily. Alright, so let's start with this verse, okay? I'm going to have a tab for you guys as well as the counting accents, alright? So make sure you have a plectrum for this song because it's very sort of aggressive. And you want to start with your first finger on the 4th fret of the A string. Alright, and we're going to essentially use our 4th finger on the 7th fret. And we're going to be using the A string and the E string. Okay, so that's the first part. Bum, 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 bum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So just work on that. That's the first half. There's less notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They're all downstrokes. And also, it's short. They're very short notes. Alright, so if you want to keep it short, look at this hand. As soon as I play the note, I block this vibrations, I block the string. So I play the note, and then I bring my hand down. Okay, well you can use this hand as well to do that. So you only push it in for a split second just to make sure it's nice and short, alright? You probably just do this naturally, but I'm just explaining in case some of you are struggling there. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Now the second time round we have more notes. It goes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So to finish, those last 3 notes are on the E string. So 4th finger, 1st finger, 4th finger. Alright, so all together, let's try and play along with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There you have it, that's the verse. You can play that for all of the verse if you want to keep it simple. The second part of the verse, I like to add an extra layer. Okay, now I've tried to keep this simple so you don't have to slide around. I've kept it simple for you guys. We're going to have a 5th and then a 3rd interval. So, for the first note, and by the way, it's exactly the same thing, we're just adding another note. We're going to add our 3rd finger to the D string on the 6th fret. Alright? So 4th fret, 1st finger, 3rd finger is 6th fret on the D string. Okay? And you can leave it there for the 2nd note. So try not to hit that G string because it sounds awful. Alright, just get the A and the D string. Like that. Then move them up for the next set of notes. Alright? You see that? So the 3rd finger just moves up a string. And then for the second half, the 3rd finger stays there. Try not to hit the D string or any of the other strings. It sounds really bad if you accidentally hit them. Just try and get the top 2 strings. Right. You can even pluck if that's safer for you. Doesn't sound as good though. So all together, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, it's exactly the same, we've just added another note. Now you'll notice that when I played this in the demonstration at the beginning of the video, I added some rhythm. Just bear with me, let's do the chorus first, and then we'll cover that more advanced rhythm if you want to add that in, alright? So it's essentially adding some drums in, okay? A little more complicated, so I'm going to save that. Let's do the chorus for now though. So the chorus goes like this. If you're looking for the next big challenge, then sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to my backing tracks and all of my lessons. I teach you improvisation, soloing, advanced chords, theory, and techniques. All right, enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. All right, so we have C sharp minor, we have F sharp minor, we have B major, which I just play as a power chord to make it easier for you guys instead of having to do this awful shape. Then we have E major, A major, then G sharp, either major or G sharp dominant 7, which has a bit more tension in it. Now the rhythm for this part is always the same, it's just down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, or if you'd rather, you can just play down, down. It doesn't matter as long as you two and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you don't have to play every note in every chord. Just so you know, some of you may struggle with the bar chords. That's okay. Just try and play the bottom 3 strings at least. And then you get the power chord shape. Do you hear? It still sounds good if you just play 3 notes on each chord. You get the bottom 3, that's fine. For those of you that want to be a little more advanced, try and play the whole shape. You get a little bit more color, right? The second half of the chorus, it's exactly the same, but we can add in some scratches in between the chords, like so. You hear that? So all I'm doing is playing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But you play a chord, and then look at my fingers. Right. Or you can essentially put your hand against the string as you strike through, and then you get that scratch sound. Right. But I'm also just making sure that these fingers go flat and they're touching the strings. Alright, so there's 2 things happening here. I'm going flat with this hand, but also this hand comes down and touches all of the strings. I'm resting it on the strings so that there's no strings ringing, because that will sound awful, watch. Okay, you don't want the strings ringing, so that's why you have to block them. Now, if you're struggling with that, you don't have to add any scratches in. You don't have to do that. You can just play. Alright, you don't have to add the scratches if you don't want to. You can just play the chords. Okay, for those of you that want to get more advanced with the verse and play the rhythm, it's more simple than it sounds, okay? The hard part is doing the rhythm and playing the notes at the same time. That's what confuses people. So it's good to separate them. All right, we've already learned the bass line, so let's just focus on this hand. All right. So what I want you to do is just flatten your fingers on the strings, get a scratch sound, a nice scratchy sound there. Okay, and just try and imitate the drums. So you're playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, they're all downstrokes. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, so in between the notes, that is going on. Bum 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 bum. Okay, before you even try and play, you can sing the notes like I just did there. You can just sing and scratch. Dum 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 dum. When it feels more natural and that hand sort of just going on autopilot, then try and add the notes. Now, you got to be careful with this because when you play the note, as soon as you play it, block the strings. Okay, otherwise you get this. Sounds awful. You need to block all the strings, okay? So you can almost have it ready when you play that first note. Can you see all my fingers are ready to block the strings? Sometimes I also bring this hand in for that main hit. I actually bring the hand into the strings just to ensure that just to make sure I don't hit any strings by mistake, right? Alright, that's it for today, guys. So have a go at the beginner verse, have a go at the beginner chorus, and then try and add in those scratches. If you want to take it to more advanced level, add in the scratches to the chorus, and then try and add in the scratches to the verse, which is very tricky, right? But it gives it more flavor, gives it more dynamic. It is tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you can't add in the scratches, okay? Still sounds good just playing the notes. Alright, and you can play along to the song as well. Get up on Spotify, get up on YouTube, whatever you want to do. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next lesson.